In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I went from selling 6 homes my first year as a real estate agent to selling 36 in my second year as an individual agent. What's up, guys? My name is AJ Mida, and I've sold hundreds of homes and have coached hundreds of agents over the last 10 plus years. And in this video, I just want to kind of talk about how I transitioned from only selling 6 homes my first year to 36. You know, it's funny that first year I was at Keller Williams and selling 6 houses fell way below what my goal was. I think my goal was like 50 plus homes that year. And I really didn't end up making any money because I spent so much money on leads and all these other different things like my initial signs that I bought, lock boxes, lots of money on leads, and just a lot of expenses that realtors have. And I made really no money, but what I did get was Rookie of the Year. Not sure how that happened. But anyways, what I discovered about 6 months in was I needed help, and I heard about this real estate conference coming up in Las Vegas. So I was like, man, I'm going all in. I'm going to put this conference on my credit card. So I show up to Las Vegas. I'm sitting on the first day, just super excited to be there. The energy's great. The people sitting all the way in the front you can tell they're successful. So you're obviously in the right place. You know, you're sitting right behind the people who are crushing it. They're dressed nice. You can tell that they've been there before. They're shaking hands and hugging all their friends. And they got these badges on that say one-on-one coaching. So I'm like, man, to get to the front, to dress nice, to actually look like you belong in a place like this, you get one-on-one coaching. So I filed that away in the back of my mind, like, okay, I got to get a coach one day. But I got no money. So, you know, I got to wait to do that, right? Because I actually got here on a credit card. And I'm sitting there taking notes about halfway through the day and just super excited, thinking, man, I'm going to crush this. I'm going to make this happen. And I crossed my leg to take notes to get a little more comfortable because, you know, you're packed in there like sardines, and I'm a bigger guy, 6'2". And I realized I had a hole in my shoe. And what I thought was like, man, you know what? Like, what am I doing? Like, I've been selling real estate now 6 months. I only sold 1 house. I've been an entrepreneur since I was like 12 when I started shoveling driveways, you know, back in Michigan, knocking on doors. And here I am sitting in Las Vegas, having a great time. My wife's back working as an ICU nurse, just working 16, 14-hour days, busting her butt, people literally dying on her shifts. While I'm in Las Vegas trying to find the secret sauce, right? But really, I was running from doing what I already knew that I should be doing. And the thing that I knew I should have been doing was consistently prospecting. I knew that much, but I just wasn't doing it consistently. But what I did find was the secret sauce while I was at the conference, because in that moment, I made the decision that the way I showed up in my life, the way I showed up at work was going to be completely different. I was going to be accountable. I was going to do the activities that made me uncomfortable on a consistent basis. I was going to do whatever it took because I was never going to have a hole in my shoe again. I was never going to have my wife working like that if she chose not to. So I believe big decisions are made at big events. And I probably would have not had that realization had I not gone to that event. So it was so worth it. And the content was great, no doubt about it. And I ended up hiring a coach on a credit card. And the sheer act of putting skin in the game by hiring a coach caused me to operate at a different level. What I was learning from the coach wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't life-changing information. You know, with podcasts and YouTube today, you can get all that same information, but it allowed me to share my feelings, my experiences, get feedback on my approach, get feedback on what I was saying, my tonality. So it was helpful. But more than anything, just that act of putting skin in the game changed the game. So I went from selling only 1 house the first 6 months to having over 20 listings on the market by the end of that first year. And going into that second year, I was on fire. I ended up forming an accountability group, a mastermind group with some guys and a couple gals were in that group for a little while. And we were always kind of rotating members, but I finally got my core group of guys that I could just kind of, you know, do life with, do business with, and be held accountable and hold them accountable and share the wins, share the losses. I stayed in coaching, so I had levels of accountability. And I just drilled really hard down on being a listing agent. I was like, man, I'm going to figure out this listing game because we know listings take less time. So you make more money listing houses because you can list more clients than you can actually have buyers at a time. So I was like, I want to figure this out. I want control. I want to be able to not work nights and weekends if I chose not to, because I didn't have to show buyers on nights and weekends. I could just list the house, review offers on Monday, and take weekends off. I was like, this is a much better lifestyle than buyer's agent. So I went all in, and I just kept doing that. It was real simple. I prospected 2 to 3 hours a day. The goal was 3, 15 hours a week. Didn't always hit it, but I made sure to always get at least 2 in. So I was hitting at least 10 a week consistently. And if I didn't show up on a Monday to prospect, I made sure to make it up throughout the rest of the week. I had penalties in place with my accountability partners if I didn't make my contacts. And sure enough, I went on to consistently list 4 houses a month on average, and sold 36 homes in 2014 as a new agent. I mean, at the time I was 27, 26, and became one of the top agents in my market. After that, went on to build a team, and eventually went on to join eXp Realty, where just 18 months later, created financial freedom through our revenue share program. And for the last 5 years, have been retired from selling homes and just helping other agents build their business and create financial freedom. And that's really just my passion, because, the way I grew up, we didn't do a lot of things. We didn't go on vacations. We didn't eat out at restaurants. And I always wanted that for my family. And because I didn't get to go snowboarding when my friends were going snowboarding, I didn't get to go mountain biking because I couldn't afford a mountain bike. Like, I kind of bottled all that up and was like, I'm going to do it all as soon as I have the money. So now I spend a lot of time out on my e-foil. That's like an electric surfboard. I spend a lot of time learning golf now. I'm at the beach every day with my family. We're taking tons of vacations. This fall, we're going to Breckenridge, Colorado, Lake Tahoe, and Laguna Beach. It's a 3-week trip, and we're going to wrap it up in Orlando, go to Legoland or something cool like that. And then in the fall, we're taking a trip around the Smoky Mountains, around the Blue Ridge Mountains. And then around Christmas time, we're going to Walt Disney World. So it's like we got a lot of travel planned, and it's awesome. So through real estate, I was able to build this lifestyle, and it started with the key principles that I shared in this video. So if you feel like this video resonates with you and you're just like, man, I want that financially free lifestyle. I want to be able to live an extraordinary life, but I just feel like I'm caught in this grind of selling houses. You don't need to stay there. You might need a new approach. You might need a new mentor. And I'm happy to help you with that. If you feel like I can help you, if you resonate with my message, first like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit me up. There'll be some links in the description that might be able to help you, a way to reach out to me. And I partner and coach agents for free. So if you want to see what that looks like, happy to hop on a 15-minute call with you and talk about it. So we'll chat later. See ya.